I want to record a video audition for a movie, and I want to show you step by step exactly how to do that. This is my first video in a new series called Adam Acts. For these videos, I'll show you my acting process and I'll just mess around and have fun a little bit. And I'm pretty excited to get started. So this morning, I was on CallBoard looking for auditions, and lo and behold, right at the top of the list, I see an audition for Impressions in the Storm. It looks like the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints posted this audition, and they were looking for men in their 20s and 30s. I just happened to be a man in my late 20s, and I thought to myself,
this is perfect for me, I should audition.
I'm such a dork. We are producing a youth video that takes place at sea during the Korean War. We are casting 2 speaking lead roles and 3 non-speaking supporting roles. While the supporting roles are non-speaking, they still require acting skill, so those intended in the supporting roles will audition using the side for one of the speaking roles. Looks like they're looking for Ensign Frank Blair, male, Caucasian, early 20s, clean cut, willing to be clean cut. A ship's captain, male, any ethnicity, 30s, clean cut, or willing to be clean cut. Really? And this is when I noticed that I was not clean cut. And so I quickly changed that. For the main lead role, it looks like they're paying $400, and for the engineer and crew members, they're paying $350. So it looks like for one day of shooting, they're paying $350 to $400 for each of these roles. And in order to audition for the part, I need to go to this link and submit a video audition. Simple enough. Now, especially when I'm clean shaven, I definitely look like someone in their 20s more than I do someone in their 30s. So after pulling up the script attached to the audition, I decided that I was going to read for the part of the young Ensign Blair. Luckily, it looks like there's only 2 lines that I have to memorize. So that was gonna be really nice. So I decided just to film this audition in my bedroom. Usually when I film YouTube videos, I film looking this way into the corner of the room. But for this audition, I decided to film long way so that I have more depth to the back of the room. I also have more room to run in and out a frame. I'm a huge fan of my current setup. So right now the camera that I'm using is the Canon M50, which is the new affordable mirrorless camera that Canon just released. I freaking love this camera. I also have a backlight right here to help me pop out a little bit from the darker background. And I have a key light in the front right here to light up my face. If you're looking for a nice affordable camera or a simple lighting kit, I highly recommend these. I'll put Amazon links to all the gear that I'm using in the description of this video. Now I just want to be clear, you don't need some fancy setup with a camera or lights in order to do a video audition. I've done many video auditions just by finding a blank wall in a room that was decently lit and just using my camera phone. My phone camera. My phone camera? My camera phone. I don't know. I just use that. Now I personally am to the point where I wanted to invest a little bit of money into a nicer setup. Something in my eye. But really all you need is a camera and a background that's not too distracting. So let's talk about some of the pros and cons that come along with doing video auditions. Video auditions are pretty nice because you can do multiple takes. You can just try over and over until you get it just right, just how you wanted it. They're also nice because you can choose when and where you do them. Sometimes you have to travel farther away to do an in-person audition, maybe a larger city that you live next to. But with video auditions, you can just do them at your house and submit them online. They're also kind of nice because you can send the audition that you filmed to your acting buddies, and they can give you feedback and let you know on ways to improve, and then you can refilm it and just submit whatever audition you like the best. Now, some of the negatives of doing online video auditions is that it's hard to convey some of your amazing charm. If you were in person, you could shake their hand or come across more friendly or better to work with. But in a video audition, all they're seeing is a short clip of your acting. I guess that's just another reason to make your opening slate just really friendly so that they can see that you're good to work with. Also, it's a hassle to kind of get set up sometimes. It's hard to find a blank wall sometimes. Like I've had to move dressers around, reorganize the whole room so that I can just have a calm looking background. And if the script that they're wanting you to audition with has 2 people in it for a scene, you have to find someone like a friend or a family member to read opposite of you, and it just takes a little bit of setup. Now, I personally love video auditions because I'm ready for them and I can do them whenever I feel like it. I first start out by memorizing the script. This way I don't have anything in my hands and I can really just focus on the acting. Once I feel pretty comfortable with the lines and I've practiced them a few times, then I start trying to do some takes. I start out by slating to the camera, which just means I say my name, the agency that I'm with, and the part that I'm auditioning for. Right now I don't have an agency, so I'm just gonna say my name and the part I'm auditioning for. It looks something like this. My name is Baird, and I will be reading for the part of the young ensign Blair. After you slate, it's important to take a second to breathe and to get into character because you're just going to go straight into acting. It's important when you're auditioning to not act into the camera. It's better to pick one side or the other and act to an imaginary person. Everything in your video audition should just be included in one take. No edits, no fancy sound effects. Just the bare bones you acting audition done. Once you finish acting, make sure to stay in the scene just for a little bit so that the casting director can see your response to the character. When you feel like you've had a nice solid moment, just turn back to the camera and say thank you. You don't need to say anything more, just say thank you and end it. Now, just after half an hour of setting up, practicing the lines, and auditioning, after following all those steps, this is what my audition looked like. My name is Baird, and I will be reading for the part of the young ensign Blair. Captain, we need to slow the good engine down. Yes, sir, but the engine is under too much strain. Thanks. So what are some of the things that you hate most about doing video auditions? Let me know in the comments below. If you'd like more videos like these, subscribe to the channel, and remember the monthly giveaway link is also in the description, and as always, break a leg.